Right there, AP Latin. Here we go. The end of Dido. Spoiler alert: she stabbed herself in the last one. So, all right. Let's see. We are on book 4, line 675 to 705. Okay, so Anna is talking to her sister. I always like that her name's Anna. Just nice that a palindromic name is so ancient. And she says, "Sister, was this the thing you were planning? Was this that? Were you seeking me in deceit? In other words, were you trying to fool me? Um, yeah. Was this the pyre of yours? This the fires and altars that you were preparing for me?" So suddenly there's another layer here, right? Since I have been forsaken, what am I to complain of first? Did you, dying, decide to spurn your sister as your companion? If only you had called me to these same fates, that the same grief and same hour had carried us both off by the sword. In other words, I wish you would have saved room on that funeral pyre for me. Indeed, did I build your pyre with these hands and call to the ancestral gods with my own voice so that once you had been placed here, I might be parted from you, you cruel thing? So it sounds to me like she got her sister's help to build it, probably like, hey, let's burn all this stuff and then you'll feel better. Yeah, that's a good idea. And it turns out that's not what she did. You've destroyed yourself and you've destroyed me, sister. And you've destroyed the people and the Sidonian fathers of your city. And then she looks to someone else and she says, "Give her to me so that I can wash her wounds with water, and if any last breath hovers above her mouth, that I might collect it with my mouth." And having spoken in this way, she had passed beyond the lofty steps and cradled, so there's steps up to a funeral pyre, and cradled her half-dead sister in her lap or in her bosom, and embraced her with a groan and dried the black blood with her robe, so staining. That one, Dido, trying to raise her heavy eyes, falls back, and the wound beneath her, pierced beneath her breast, hisses. So she's accordioning, right? So, well, I should. Lifting herself up 3 times and finally leaning on her own forearm, she raised herself up. And 3 times she was rolled over on the bed, and with her wandering eyes she sought the light in the high heavens and groaned, having found it. Then all-powerful Juno, taking pity on her lengthy grief and difficult death, she sent... actually, you know what? Let's not say death. Let's say passing. She's going to be passing across. She sent Iris down from Olympus to release the struggling soul and the bound limbs. For since she was dying, Dido was dying, neither by fate nor by a deserved death, but pitiful, before her time and inflamed by a sudden passion, Proserpina had not yet taken a lock of her blonde hair, and had not yet doomed her to the Stygian Orcus. Therefore, Iris, dewy with saffron feathers, drawing 1,000 various colors through the sky, with the sun facing her, she flies down and stands above Dido's head and says, "Having been ordered to do this, I take this sacred lock of hair for death, for Dis, for Pluto, and I release you from your body." Or this body of yours, even better. Having spoken this way, she cuts the lock with her right hand, and at the same time, all the heat departed from Dido, and life withdrew into the winds. All right, so that is all the way up through 705. I believe that finishes book 4. Yeah, because then we're on Liber Quintus. So what I want you to do now is summarize all of book 5. And then summarize book 6, lines 1 through 294. And I will catch you on the other side. All right, I'm going to hit the button.